What is up, y'all? So, I'm going through this phase right now, and I'm pushing myself to see things as they are, trusting in my knowing. Stop allowing what I feel, what I think, and what I see cloud my judgment. Like, it's so much that goes on in the world that it can sway you in different ways. Like, and I'm gonna keep saying this, like, everything is in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And that's why I'm in this phase of, I call it rebirth, renewal. Even that's the word that came to me earlier, renewal. Like, knowing that we all have a period of time where we can rebirth ourselves, like come to this awakening and move by our knowing, pushing ourselves past the limits that we once found comfort in, pushing ourselves to get to that goal we see for ourselves. Like, it's so many lessons and blessings in the term renewal in itself. Like, even as a woman, when we have our periods, that is a period of renewal, because our uterus is shedding the old and rebuilding itself to a new. Like, man, something in my eye, and that is wow. And I don't even think something is in my eye. I think it's just like something is cloud. Like, when I say it's like stuff be trying to cloud your judgment, I mean it, because it's like that's a firm indicator, because I was just sitting right here okay, and nothing just fell in my eye. So why did my eye start itching? What about this moment is trying to teach me something? What about this moment is pushing me to grow? What about this moment? Like, these are the questions that we have to start asking ourselves when we start getting swayed by things that we don't understand in the moment. Because, like, I started rubbing my eye because I felt something in my eye. I didn't understand what was going on. So I started questioning. I start trusting in my knowing. I know nothing fell in my eye. I felt nothing fall in my eye. But it's like, a lot of times, like, we try to make excuses, or we try to reason too much and overthink ourselves into what we want it to be, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I do. This is not even the message that when I press record. This is not what I planned on saying. What I really planned on saying is, understand this: you are worthy. You are worthy of everything and anything that you see here is possible for you. That you feel here is for you. Like, anything that you know is yours, and you are worthy of that. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop projecting. Stop allowing other people to project their fears onto you. Stop allowing all that toxicity to cloud your judgment. Stop allowing what's not for you to cloud your judgment on what is for you. Like, you are worthy of what you see for yourself. Trust in that knowing, and understand that faith without work is dead. You can know something, but you also have to trust in the Most High. I don't care who you call the Most High. You can call it Jesus. You can call it God. You can call it Allah. You can call it the devil, for all I give a damn. But trust in your knowing. Trust in who you pray to. And trust that whoever you pray to is guiding your direction in a direction that you see is possible. Don't allow those negative energies, those principalities that's at play, push you to think differently. Like, me personally, I am a firm believer in love. I'm a firm believer that we were all here to experience love, to spread love, to give love, to receive love. This whole world moves off of love. The thing that clouded everyone's judgment is fear. I'm a firm believer in the fact, I'm a firm knower in the fact that the only two emotions in life is fear and love. It's a lot of things connected to fear. That's where you have doubt, worry, anxiety, depression, just all that negative crap. That shit. The shit that comes out your ass. That type of shit. That hating ass shit. That negative ass shit. That's a part of fear. Because your body didn't need it. But then you have love. It's so many things connected to love. That's where you have trust. That's where you have loyalty. That's where you have royalty. That's where you have honesty. That's where you have integrity, humbleness, perseverance, discipline. Like, that's where you have all of these words that's meant to empower you. That's where you have that positive energy that people call a spiritual trend. Like, the real spirituality is learning how to balance the two. Learning how to use fear as a motivator. Knowing how to use love as an enabler. And knowing how love can disable you. Knowing how fear can enable you and disable you. Like, that's what the spiritual trend is. Like, stop getting so caught up in the words of everything. Pay attention to the context of how it's used. That's why in school they taught us context clues. If you don't understand what a word means, pay attention to the words around it. Spiritual. Spirit is at the root of that word. When you think of spirit, what do you think of? When you think, where do it come from? Like, come on, be for real now. Because I know I'm not talking to myself. Like, every one of these videos that I be doing, I get at least 100 views. So I know you watching this. You just not saying nothing. You just not liking. You just not commenting. I ain't even tripping. You ain't even got to share my shit. You can keep scrolling for all I give a damn. But stop laying down in this fucking matrix and acting like you ain't the shit. Like, for real, you are legit the shit. Start treating yourself like you is. And start aligning yourself with like-minded individuals that see that in you because they see that in themselves. Stop penny pinching yourself by counting pennies with people that don't even know what a quarter look like. I'm not even talking about a dime. I'm not talking about a nickel. I'm talking about what a fucking quarter look like. Or a silver dollar. People who've never even seen a $2 bill. Yes, I'm talking about money because money, like, I ain't the type of person where I say cash rules everything around me. But that motherfucker sure do influence everything around me. It moves me. So I know it's some value in that. Like, even right here. Black Wall Street, remember, we gotta remember who the fuck we are and what the fuck we came here for. Like, on some real stuff. Like, I'm sitting there on a bus today and I'm listening to a KRS-One edutainment album. Well, I'm saying gonna even just say KRS-One is Boogie Down Productions, but still, like, we have the potential to do everything we set in our mind is possible. But the problem is we allowing stuff to cloud our judgment. We allowing these things to knock us off our game. Like, you cannot allow You cannot allow what you cannot control to control you. You cannot allow things outside of you to control you. You have to take charge of your life. The world is yours. It's literally yours. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody do. I don't even care what you've been through. Don't come to me looking for sympathy. Don't look at my videos and think I'm a sympathetic person. I am not. I'm empathetic, but I'm not sympathetic, because we all lived a tragic ass life. Because we was all off the same continent, off the same boat. Regardless of how you want to look at life. I don't care if you call yourself black. I don't care if you call yourself African American. I don't care if you call yourself American. I don't care if you call yourself biracial, Blasian. I had to use Blasian, had to. But I don't care what you call yourself. My nigga, you is African. We all from Africa. I don't give a fuck how light your skin is, how white your skin is. Yo, baby, your roots came from Africa. Because if you really do your research, if we want to talk real facts, if we want to like really go deep into all of this, understand, Africa is the only continent that's attached to Mother Earth. So how can we all, like, Africa is just a term that we called it after slavery. After slavery happened, when people wanted to rename the world in their own image. That's where Africa came from, but it was the land of the dark people. Because the reason why it was the land of the dark people is because the sun marinated and melanated their skin so much that they were tapped into a level of darkness that created nations, that created life as we know it. That's what, like, the thing, and the reason, like, I need you to really be here with me. Like, when I say this, when I say dark, like that darkness. See, when you think, where do it come from? All of these words that I'm speaking from, where does it come from? You don't see the words that's coming out of my mouth floating around. No, they're coming from here, from a pitch dark place. And they're being transmitted from my fucking mouth to you. Whoever is listening, I don't care who listening. But understand, we are spiritual beings having a human experience on this earth. We are sent here for a purpose. We are here to shake up this world however we see fit. But you cannot sit and be complacent, sit and complaining, and sit suffocating in your own sorrow, my baby. You deserve better. You are worthy of better. So give it to yourself. The thing that I said to myself, I forgot what day this was, but I changed it on my Facebook bio first. I said, the world is yours, so give it to yourself. But do not sacrifice your morals to get it. If you have to sacrifice your morals, that means you are selling your soul. I don't care what it is that you are sacrificing your morals for. For instance, for the creators out there that's moving on purpose, but you have a lot of people in your ear that's trying to sway your judgment on what you know to be true. Something that I've learned, like, being a pro creator is hard. Like, it is. But if you're living in your creativity, if you believe and you trusting in the Most High with what you are creating, understand that God got you no matter what. And the moment that you allow other people to penetrate your mind and make you go get a job and give up what you know to be true, that gift that God gave to you, when you give up on that, then you selling your soul, my baby. I don't care how small it is. It is that deep, my baby. It is. I don't care what nobody say. It is that deep. People like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. Why y'all gotta look at life like that? Why y'all gotta be so serious? Because I could die tomorrow. And I will be upset because I didn't do what I came on this earth to do. And I will hunt this motherfucker. I ain't gonna flodge. Because you ain't taking me out before I'm ready. I'm leaving this on my own terms. Because God put me here for a purpose. I learned that. It took a lot of darkness for me to come to that understanding. So if the devil try to sway me out of this motherfucker, me and God got this understanding that I'm not leaving this motherfucker till I'm ready. I don't give a fuck what kind of form that is. To call me crazy, call me for real. But just know, I'm calling on God no matter what. And me and God like this. 2 peas in a tripod. Where I heard that from? I heard that in some song. Because I don't know why that just came to my head. But understand that the world is yours. All you have is what you have. And what you have is you and time. And you barely have time. Because I just sat up here and recorded this video for 16 and a half minutes. This video was only supposed to be 2 minutes. I didn't waste no time. But I did utilize time. Because that's all we have on this earth. That's all we have in reality. So if you're not using your time wisely, you're abusing it. And God watching. God gonna make sure that the purpose that was supposed to be fulfilled is fulfilled. Even if God gotta take that away from you and give it to someone else to do. Like because I've learned to look at death and life from a different light and a darkness perspective. I've learned that man, word to Rob. Hey, man. He said, life is like a chess game. Gotta think it through. Gotta make your next move your best move. Throughout anything. No matter where you go. Because you can run. Like, I'm from Chicago. Chicago ain't what y'all think it is. So I'm gonna put that disclaimer out right now. I love my city. We building a crib. For real. Because, what's up? What's the word? Let them know. We building this crib. Because we deserve better. We deserve, like, the children I have not birthed yet. The children that are in the village that I am a part of, that made me, are counting on me and the people like me to create a better world for them. Do you know what that means? Like, so yes, it is that deep. Because to have that ability to build a legacy makes it that deep. Because like I said, Black Wall Street is being remembered. We are the descendants of that. 100 years ago, they burned Black Wall Street. 100 years now into the future since then, we have access to an abundant amount of information. We have an abundant amount of resources. We have renewable resources that we can tap into to create anything that we want to. My baby, what you think that means? It is that deep. Like, for real. Like, this is probably like the serious I've ever been in my life. And I know I'm serious because my voice is not high. Okay? When I'm hot, when my voice get high, that means I'm gonna prove my motherfucking point regardless. But my voice not even high. Like, it's just stern and it's serious because I'm dead ass. Okay? So with that being said, peace and love. Enjoy your motherfucking night and enjoy your motherfucking day. And know this, don't let no player, no hater, no traitor get in your motherfucking way. Peace and love.